Hello, my friends, and welcome to our weekly service, our virtual celebration. This is for the week of February 6th, 2022. We are in a new year. It's the year of the tiger. Lots of things going on, lots of energy. So thank you for being here. Let's settle in and do this.
Watch the feathers float around me. Well, they float to the ground and they don't make a sound. Will you be like the feathers and never hurt me? Well, I was born in a town of trees where the leaves in the fall fell on me. Will you be like the leaves and fall on me gently? Well, I am bound by this sense of lightness, and I can feel when the earth it moves like this, and when the rocks fall down there too heavy to bear. I'll need you to remind me it's not always like this. Well, I am sitting watching the sea. I grab a fistful of sand, let it fall through my hand. Will you be like the sand and fly on the wind? And now I watch as a leaf it falls on the stream, and it carries it down and all around. Will you be like the stream and carry me? Well, I am bound by this sense of lightness, and I can feel when the earth it moves like this, and when the rocks fall down there too heavy to bear. I'll need you to remind me it's not always like this. Now as the seasons are slowly changing, and all of those things that we have left behind, and I wanna thank you for making things clearer. You know how to ease my mind, 'cause I am bound by this sense of lightness, and I can feel when the earth it moves like this, and when the rocks fall down there too heavy to bear. I'll need you to remind me it's not always like this.
So here we are in February 2022. And as we're on our journey of chop wood and carry water finding spiritual fulfillment in all the everyday things that happen in our life, we thought we would take this month to focus on love and finding spiritual fulfillment in the act of giving and receiving love, chopping wood, carrying water in the most loving ways. And so the first thing I think that we begin to look at is this: what is love? Merriam-Webster says this, that love is a strong affection for the other. And that's true. It absolutely is. But it doesn't really explain what love does. And for that, I'd like to go back to one of my favorite stories from the Arthurian myths. And it's the story of Dame Ragnell and King Arthur. So to set the stage, Dame Ragnell was at one time a beautiful and lovely and gracious woman. She was the sister of one of the Knights of the Round Table. But as these stories go, she had somehow or another angered a witch in the forest who cursed her. And the curse was this, is that part of the day she was her beautiful and elegant and gracious self. And part of the day she was a beast that they said she had tusks like a boar, and that her breath smelled like a swamp, and that there was all kinds of weird skin things going on with her, and her voice was raspy and her hair was stringy, and she kind of scared the daylights out of everyone. But she was a very wise woman. And so Arthur had gotten himself into trouble of one form or the other. And as it turns out, the only person that knew the answer to the question that he needed to sort of save himself in the kingdom was Dame Ragnall. So he goes to her and she says, yeah, I'm going to give it to you, but this is it. I want a wedding. I want to marry somebody, and not just some sort of Las Vegas kind of thing. I want the full court wedding. What are you going to do with that? So Sir Gawain, bless Sir Gawain, said, I'll do it. I'll marry her. So the answer is given. The wedding is this big feast of a thing, and everybody's like, what is Gawain doing with, this beast? So finally, at the end of the evening, there they are in the bridal chamber, and Gawain is kind of getting ready to do what he's supposed to do as a husband, and gruffy old Dame Ragnall says, well, let me slip into something more comfortable. And she disappears, and she comes back, and here she is, this lovely, beautiful woman. And she says to him, here's the deal. I've been cursed. And part of the time, you can have me. If you want me publicly to be beautiful and gracious as you see me now, then when we're private, I'm going to be that other one. Or I can be, the kind of beastie one out in public. And when we're together, then I'll be who I am now. And she says, what do you want? Gawain, good old Gawain. And this is love. Gawain says to her, it's your choice. And by saying that, he gave her back the sovereignty of her life. And the curse was broken. And she's restored to her gracious and lovely self. And so in many ways, this is what love is. It's absolutely holding affection for the other. But in holding affection for the other, we give them their sovereignty. We give them their dignity. We love them into the wholeness and into the truth of who they are. And that is true for ourselves as well. Because life is full of all kinds of interesting paradoxes. Parker Palmer says this: the deeper our faith, the more doubt we must endure. The deeper our hope, the more prone we are to despair. The deeper our love, the more pain its loss will bring. These are a few of the paradoxes we must hold as human beings. We live in this paradoxical world, do we not? And I think it's the same with love, because you hear kind of these I don't know what you call them, just sort of things that people say, urban legends or urban parables or whatever. The first one is this: is you can't love another person until you love yourself. Well, there's a degree of truth in that, but you can't really love yourself until you yourself have been loved. Because how can you give what you've never received, right? So in many ways, this is kind of like leadership. It's kind of like living in the world. And Henri Nouwen says something like this: the great illusion of leadership is to think that a man can be led out of the desert by someone who has never been there. Okay, so that's leadership, but it's love. It's anything else. We can't give what we've never received. And so here's one of those paradoxes. We can't really love another until we fully love ourselves. But at the same time, we can't really love ourselves until we've been loved. Truman Capote, of all people, says, we should be grateful of everyone that has encouraged us. And so here's a question for you. Who's encouraged you? Where do you receive love? Where are you, like Dame Ragnall, in a situation, a community, a relationship, a partnership that gives you your sovereignty? Now, one of the things that we are building together, you and I, here at the Hilltop Spiritual Center, here in the virtual world as well, is we are really trying to create a space where we can love each other into wholeness, where we can love each other into this wholehearted and full expression of who we are. And then that gives us the power, the ability to love others. And this is how we heal the world. This is how we find personal fulfillment within our own life. It's how we experience our authentic self. But at the same time, when we are experiencing love and when we are loving ourselves, then we are the presence of love in the world. And the world is made better by you and myself experiencing this sense of full love of self, a full acceptance of self. And it's not anything vain. It's actually quite humble because it sees us as who we are and loves us for who we are. One of my favorite authors is a woman who died far too young, a very funny and gracious and intelligent and deeply spiritual woman by the name of Rachel Held Evans. She wrote a book called Wholehearted Faith, and in that she talks about this, and I'd like to quote her. To love oneself well is to regard one's place in the world with candor and grace, grounded in a humble realization of one's strengths, as well as a clear-eyed understanding of one's weakness. To love oneself well is to be able to distinguish between what one wants and what one needs. To love oneself well means not to diminish the beautiful creature that God made, nor to cultivate an outside image of that same person. And so here's our practice for the week, is to kind of look at that, to kind of ask ourselves, do I know and love my strengths as well as know and love my weaknesses? Do I know the difference between what I want and what I need? Can I love myself for who I am and not be able to create an image or a caricature of myself? Because this is living authentically. This is chopping wood and carrying water. This is finding full spiritual fulfillment in the act of loving. And when we become this presence of love, then love is let loose upon the world. And as Teilhard says, it is as if we have discovered fire all over again. So we'd like to share with you a meditation by one of our practitioners, Craig Losey, and it's a meditation on unconditional love. So settle in and let it wash over you.
Today's meditation is on cultivating unconditional love. We begin finding a relaxed position, whether that be sitting with our back straight or simply lying down. Bring your awareness to your breath. As you bring the cool air in through your nose and allow it to move through your throat, lungs, and your expanding belly. Notice too, when you exhale, the air has been warmed by your body as you let it go, emptying your tummy, your lungs. Now bring into your mind someone or some animal or a place that you absolutely love. You cherish this one. Notice what happens as this person becomes alive in your imagination. Perhaps a gentle smile unfolds across your face. Perhaps your feelings are of joy and warmth and even excitement. Allow this one to sit on the altar of your heart. This one you cherish. This one you would do anything for if they were in danger. Continue with your breath, feeling now the inspiration of love as you breathe in and as you give back. Know that this one and this love is always available for you, awaits your invitation, can be called upon by simply finding a moment of stillness within yourself. You are indeed this love. You came from this love. And so it is natural for you to know and feel this in every aspect of your being. Be grateful to know the truth of your being. You are love, and so it is.
I see what you're going through. I know 'cause I feel it too. And I wrap myself around you and hold you close to my heart. I see what you're going through. I know 'cause I feel it too. And I wrap myself around you and hold you close to my heart. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the healing that we need. You are a part of me, and I am a part of you. We can't help but feel each other deep in our souls. Yes, you are a part of me, and I am a part of you. We can't help but feel each other deep in our souls. And I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace,
send you blessings for the healing that we need. I breathe in love, I breathe in peace, I breathe in blessings for the changes that we need. I breathe in love, I breathe in peace, I breathe in blessings for the changes that we need. Blessings for the healing that we need. I welcome love, I welcome peace, I welcome blessings for the healing that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the healing that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. Peace, love, breathe in love, breathe in peace,
So thank you once again for being part of our celebration. Your support is so essential. You know, what we're realizing is that this virtual community is kind of its own community right now. I mean, some of you come on Sundays and watch this, but many of you, this is your lifeline to us. It's our lifeline to you. So thank you. And again, you know the drill. Like us, comment, share. Those kinds of things sort of move us up to the front of the line. They're really helpful. And then again, your financial support. It is so essential. And I know that you can be giving to many things, but that you give to us, we are so deeply grateful. And so, my friends, to those whom you love and those whom you receive love from the bottom of my heart, from all your spiritual family here at the Hilltop Spiritual Center, we all wish you many, many, many blessings.